It's mid-morning, 10 o'clock or so. Here comes the old bandit. Hello, bandit. How's the big dog? Yes, you're a big dog, aren't you? Chickens are doing all right. I took them a fresh load of water this morning. They don't, in the wintertime, the heated water in their house really evaporates away in a hurry. So I have to take them water every day. They're doing pretty well, though, in the cold. Barn's leaning to the south. As you look at it, that's to your left. I'm working on that slowly, trying to keep it from falling over, trying to save it. There's a reason to save something old like that instead of tearing it down and building a new one. While I'm talking to you, I'm standing here petting old bandit. He's polite as long as he gets pets. If I stop petting him, he kind of becomes pushy. It's mid-morning. It's November the something. Get down, bandit. Mid-November, 13th or 14th. They're in there someplace. I'm going to go up here and just check on Abe. Do a little bit of everyday care. You know, caring for a donkey is never hard. Bandit's stolen something out of one of the buildings I see. Yes, nice work. Yes, you are. Abe's got on his blanket. When the temperature's 50 degrees, he doesn't need it. And the blanket needs to be aired out from time to time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go take that blanket off of him and put it away. I've just decided to let the world see what caring for a donkey is like. It's easy. It's not real time consuming, and it's pleasant. Because donkeys are a long time part of humanity's allies here on this planet. They've been with us about 6,000 years, more or less. Could be as much as 8. Got a little fresh food there, but that's all right. Hello, bandit. You're good. Yes, you're good. You are. Always. They're good. Yes, you are. Oh, bandit, don't have it. Quit it. Don't half away. blanket's right there now, hanging on the fence. The big fear about doing that is that Bandit may take it off there and tear it up, because he does that. He takes stuff off and he tears it up, which is a problem. Water evaporates very rapidly if the ambient temperature is below freezing. It has to do with various physics, laws of nature about water and freezing and just all that stuff. So this is their water tank. Patches over there, and Abraham here. This water is what keeps them alive, and that's a well water. G and I, many years ago, trenched around this farm and buried a pipe. The well house is the little building down there in the bottom with the green roof. I can't see it on my screen here, but it's down there. It's a little concrete block building. It's got a green roof and there's electricity in it. And we have a pump there, and that provides water for all the animals. The water level inside the well house is roughly similar to the water level in the pond down there. They kind of share a water line. So that's a neighbor's home on the other side of the fence. That's a different neighbor's home and farm on the other side of the road. That's the donkeys behind. What do you think, Abraham? Well, what do you think? It is my opinion, and I've stated this, that in order for humankind to be able to maintain a civilized life, organized life, like we have, with literacy and distributed information, that we need to repace our culture to a speed at which everything happens at the pace of a walking human, to where the power that drives our lives is not the concentrated power of oil from 1,000,000 years, or the concentrated power of solar power from 1,000 acres, or wind power from 10,000 acres, but is the locally distributed power of sunshine as we stand in. I'm standing here, I'm talking to my friend Abraham, and if I need to do something small here on this farm, I can hook him up with some harness, and we can walk together and accomplish that work. I don't know how to do everything I need to do that way, because although my forefathers knew it, we have lost that knowledge. We have forgotten what they knew. And now we don't know how to do the things we must do to survive without high speed and high energy, which is concentrated energy. The sunlight falls upon the earth ceaselessly every moment of every day. And that's energy, and that energy powers everything. It powers the photosynthesis, which absorbs out of the atmosphere carbon and makes of it the direct sugars which power our efforts. And that power is sufficient. It powered all of humankind's needs including through thousands of years of civilization and hundreds of thousands to possibly millions, depending on whether you want to count in our forefathers like Homo erectus and Homo habilis. But at least if you leave them out and just go at Homo sapiens, at least hundreds of thousands of years, the sunshine, the local energy falling on the earth, powered everything we ever needed to do. It provided, like Patches over there, she can't make food out of the sunshine, but she can harvest the sugars that the sunshine makes. That's what she's doing now. She's harvesting a little sugar. Now she's putting it in her fuel tank. Cattle can provide energy source for us. They can move our loads and our burdens and give us greater strength than we would have. Donkeys can, horses can. Those are the big three. I understand that llamas have helped humans in the Western Hemisphere, was so-called. Since it all goes round and round, it's hard to define east from west, but it's there. What you think, Abe? What do you think, old friend? The other thing that we have as we work with these animals is we have their companionship, which of course machinery can't give us. There's no real way to express what's going on between Abe and I. He's not speaking to me. He may not be paying any attention to me, but he appears to be. I don't know if that video will still show this. I can't see what the camera's looking at now. But the theory, the accepted theory, is that we can only be human, that we can only be what we are, that is the best of ourselves, if we do it fast. That we cannot succeed in creating a good life for ourselves, that we cannot succeed in maintaining a planet filled with life that powers our needs, unless we do it at a high speed, at a speed much higher than can possibly be powered by localized available energy. That if we don't have some way, if we can't harvest the energy of millennia that comes from the oil in the ground and the coal in the ground, that we must harvest the energy of tens of thousands of acres, and somewhere in that assumption is that those tens of thousands of acres don't gain anything of value from that energy, that it's just wasted there, and unless we go capture it with solar panels, unless we go capture it with wind generators, that energy's just wasted. And yet there is no waste. There is no waste on planet Earth. There never has been until we came along and invented it. Waste is not a natural event. Waste is not, that energy is not wasted. It's making power, and that power has the ability to enable humans to create the things which are civilization. We don't have, there's nothing about going fast which makes us civilized. There's nothing about going fast which makes us more human, more something good. We can speak, we can think, we can write, we can create, we can love at a walking pace. And if we choose not to, then we will not long have these other things that we need, because our pace, our application of concentrated energy is destroying our planet. And there is no, hello Smoke, there is no field of science. This is Smoke the cat. Smoke the cat's big and spoiled and furry, and he doesn't like to be held very well, but he does like to be petted, so it's a problem for him when I pick him up, because he has to decide between what he likes and what he doesn't like. Life's tough when you're a cat, you know, but it's all right. You can do it. Yes. So, while we've been talking, obviously while I've been talking, my water tank has been filling. Because it's wintertime, I can't leave the water on. The pipes would freeze, the hydrant would freeze, the tank has a heater in it, so it wouldn't freeze, but everything else would. So in the winter, we have to maintain this water. I have to do this manually. In the summer, I put this water on an automatic float, and it fills up as it empties. Now this is done with electricity. This is a classic example of the benefit of electric power on the farm. And when I challenge the wisdom of using electric power on the farm, not because the farm doesn't need the electricity, but because it appears by all evidence that the earth cannot survive our generation of the electricity, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to solve this. We have in the past, previous generation, I do this to empty the water out of this so that it won't freeze up. So that no matter how cold, I can give my animals water. Okay, I don't know how to do this without water or without electricity. But we know that our forefathers did. We know that, and our foremothers, of course, we know that somehow we can do this all with the power of wind or with the power of walking donkeys. So when I say to you that we need to move away from high-speed energy, I don't mean we wake up tomorrow morning and turn everything off. I mean that we have to rebuild. We have to build a society out of things which we already know exist, out of things which we know have served our needs, and we have to do it as rapidly as possible before this whole thing collapses and leaves us without any more choices or any more time to begin to address climate change and mass extinction and the rest of the death of civilization as we know it. I will talk to you more on another day.